just picture Violet from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Welcome back to another episode of 1980s Now, a weekly examination of the importance of 1980s pop culture and its influence today. My name is Will, and joining me, as always, are my friends and co-hosts, Kat and John. Hey, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
You know, along those lines, I think it's AARP. They do... Right? Isn't that what the organization is for the older folks?
Yes.
That is.
Right. But I thought you were going to say ASMR again.
So
like, what?
It's called back to what we were just talking about before we recorded the intro. There's a guy on there who does Gen X ASMR. It's hilarious. You got to look it up. Oh, no. It's like he'll have a Viewmaster and it's like...
So you're telling me it's AARP ASMR. Right?
Yeah. Do they do a play on that? I think they do. But yeah. Anyway, it's awesome. Hilarious. The things he picks, and they're perfect, you know.
Like the spinning of a pencil and a cassette.
He did a sharpener. He does a sharpener.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think what else was. Like a horrible one would be perfection, you know?
Oh, that would be your aruga.
You're falling asleep to it.
Right.
Blammo.
Smacking some hungry hippos, you know, making that noise.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Maybe we should do that.
Ooh, the click-clack of a Rubik's Cube.
Well, that could be comforting, yeah.
These would all be great Guess the Sounds.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, hello. Also, in addition to my co-hosts here, let's say hi to everybody listening to us live or watching us and or listening on YouTube and Facebook. Let's see. John is with us and Marcus. Hey, Marcus. Hey, Ted. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Jason. I'm scrolling. Did I get everybody?
Scrolling.
Hopefully we did. Oh, Jay Michael's here as well.
Yep.
Hey,
I
good to see you again as well. Hey, on today's show, we're not going to talk about ASMR, although it's... I'd be curious if I think it's only with the advent of the current technology that allows us to do this, but there must have been some 1980s equivalent of that. And I don't mean necessarily your loved one just coming over. Oh, it could have been, though, because, you know, I kind of remember, and I think this was like a sleepover thing, you know, like I remember like maybe my sister and her friends, like taking turns scratching each other's backs or massaging one another, braiding hair. That's kind of a thing like that, right? I mean, just
a sensory thing, some kind of sensory thing.
Don't you remember the little wire tool that you could use to put on your head to scratch your scalp?
Yes.
Clamped over your head like that? Like brushing your hair, one of those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been around.
Uh-huh.
There, we made the 1980s connection. Perfect.
Did you have one of those back scratchers? One of the little hand?
But that's like a lonely person's ASMR or whatever, right? Dear Bob, I know you don't have any friends, so it is Bob, isn't it? Hey, on today's show, we're not chatting about that at all. We're going to chat about these other things instead. And all this stuff, of course, is related to the media of our youths, including much of it from the 1980s. Hey, the new Supergirl is cut from the same cloth as the greatest Superman.
Wow.
Thank you. Turmoil in the Toybox. Remember, we talked about this book a long time ago. And its successor, the one about the cartoons, whatever that was. Anyway, Turmoil in the Toybox. The Turmoil in the Toybox has been turned on its head. McDonald's is going all Pompeii again. What else? Here we go. Oh, King Torte. And finally...
Did you say King Torte?
Yeah, King
Is that
Torte.
your connection from the apple pies to the mummy? King Torte. Is that on purpose?
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just calling it out.
Torte? What?
You'll see. Hang in.
It'll all
it was all
come
on
together.
the
Wax
notes,
on.
Kat, but
okay, good.
that's fine. And finally, Cool Hand Luke. How much would you pay for this Empire Strikes Back prop? Hey, there's time codes in the show notes if you want to skip ahead. And when you get done with the show, head over to Gen X Grown Up. It's everywhere you could possibly imagine, including right behind you right now. Turn around. There it is.
You can't escape it.
Listen to it.
It's right behind me, isn't it?
That's our buddy John's here. Other moonlighting job. He does a wonderful job over there on the YouTube channel and on every podcast platform known to man.
He keeps sneaking in that music on us the last couple times. I'm not ready.
I like it.
I don't want you to be ready.
Yeah.
Keep me on my toes.
Yeah.
Was it no one's ready for no one suspects the Spanish Inquisition? Or?
In fact, those who do will come in again.
All right. Hey, first up in 1980s news, as reported by Nerdist, Supergirl is cut from the same cloth as our favorite Superman.
Oh.
So Millie Alcock is the fourth actress to play Kara Zor-El in the upcoming live-action Supergirl. But unlike the star of the original 1984 Supergirl and its her successors, Alcock will have a lucky charm in her film that others didn't have. While appearing on the Raiders of the Lost podcast, Alcock revealed that her Supergirl cape is actually partially made from a genuine piece of Hollywood history. The costume designers made it from the same fabric used to create Christopher Reeve's cape in Richard Donner's Superman.
It concerned me at first because I'm like, why'd they chop one up? But that's not the case.
John,
right.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, wait. No. Like no one should be doing anything with Superman's cape.
Like those should just be in the Smithsonian, period. Don't cut them up. But they didn't cut anything up. So
it was like extra, right? Like did somebody have a bolt of this just laying around? And they're like,
that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, according to Alcock, she said, my cape in this film was remade using material from the original Superman cape. Yeah, I think that they found, I think that they found there was like 16 meters, which is about 53 feet of that material. So yeah, that's in the back of my cape now. That's a long cape. Holy cow.
It's like a train.
They might not have used it all, Will. Maybe just a segment of it.
Well, you're saying they should. Yeah, okay. Well, I did see, the Warner Brothers lot in Burbank, they have like a gift shop and a little museum of sorts. What would you call that? It's a museum, I guess. That's dedicated to, I don't know if it's always this, but the last few times I went, it was still this. The heroes, the superheroes. And they have a number of things, including one of them is Christopher Reeve's, one of his screen-worn costumes. And it's so cool. And and it's next to Michael Keaton's Batman and
neat.
Linda Carter's Wonder Woman. I think it's right in the middle. Oh, it's just seeing it.
Whoa, that's a triple threat right there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yes, Trinity, as they're known in the comic books.
Or the Trinity.
Yeah. Anyway, sort of awe-inspiring. Of course, Reeve played Superman and his alter ego Clark Kent in the Richard Donner helmed 1978 movie, as well as the sequels that followed throughout the 1980s. And it's not just his cape that has endured decades later. Reeve's portrayal of the Man of Steel single-handedly reshaped the character in comic books. So before the movie, Clark Kent was essentially just Superman wearing glasses. You may recall how George Reeves played him in the old TV show. It was pretty much the same kind. There was really no nuance to the different distinction between the two characters. But Reeve revolutionized this. Now, he was an actor trained at Juilliard School, so he was a legitimate theater-trained actor. But he portrayed Clark as an endearing, clumsy, high-pitched goofball. He changed everything about his character, from how he used his eyes, his posture, his voice. And I mean, come on. And that scene was it Superman 2 when he thinks about telling Lois and he takes off his glasses, right?
He transforms before your eyes almost. Yeah. And then he shrinks back into Clark.
Yeah. Oh my
so
goodness.
Good.
It's so wonderful. Yeah. In his 1998 autobiography, Still Me, Reeve noted that during his flight to the test screen, and immediately I imagine Superman flying, but he means no, when he was on the airplane flying to a screen test, he realized that he needed to make Clark Kent's bumbling nature charming rather than annoying. And to do so, he drew on Cary Grant's performance as Dr. David Huxley in the 1938 screwball comedy Bringing Up a Baby. Now, if you see Cary Grant in this film, you would think he is in fact just playing Clark Kent. He's nerdy. Really? He's easily flustered. He wears thick-rimmed glasses. It's a demeanor and look that it seems like Reeve, was just able to adopt for the superhero. It's pretty wild. But all these things that Reeve brought to screen influenced the artists that were drawing Superman thereafter, including John Byrne, who there were comics following that immediately where they drew him to look more like Christopher Reeve and made the characters more distinct in the pages of the comics. Anyway, I think it's pretty cool that it's tragic what happened to him. Obviously, in 1995, I believe it was, but he had but I believe I think it's kind of full loop, a closed loop. What do they call that? Full circle moment that his final performance was playing a character on Smallville. He played a doctor, a brilliant scientist who becomes a mentor to Clark Kent. Of course,
really?
Yeah,
cool.
That was just 8 years after the accident, and sadly, he died the following year. This isn't the first time, though, that modern DC projects have paid respect to Reeves' legacy. There's some footage on the internet you may have seen that Henry Cavill famously tried on Reeves' Superman suit during his screen test for Man of Steel. So they didn't have a costume for her to try on, and they were trying to figure out who's going to play Superman. So he's in that one, which is kind of wild. They just squeezed any actor auditioning for Superman into Christopher Reeve's costume. Wow. To your point, John, they could have wrecked that thing.
Spandex.
Yeah. I mean, it is spandex, but it's also aged spandex, right?
Yes.
I mean, elastic cloth like that does not stay elastic
Those fibers.
forever.
Yeah, they split. They break. Yeah.
Yeah, the one in Warner Brothers, you could see, I think it's where the S is. Like you could see it's coming a little frayed and stuff. You know, sewed on.
Yeah. I was thinking about that Batman costume that Keaton wore. Like I can imagine that rubber, like especially around the eyes and the mouth and the nose, how that's probably cracking and
yeah.
And of course you had to turn your head like this.
Yeah, there's no cracks in the neck.
No, the neck is solid.
It's brick. Brandon says, I'm there with you, Will. Oh, it's a call back to ASMR. I'm there with you, Will. The cleavage is icing on the cake. You know, Brandon, I got to message you. There's this one gal. I think I'm falling in love with her. Don't tell my wife.
oh my.
It also says one of the Superman costumes Christopher Reeve wore is in the Superman Museum here in Metropolis.
Yes.
Now, Brandon,
as it should be.
Yeah. And we're talking about Metropolis, the actual city in the United States. Where's that? Illinois, Brandon, right? Metropolis, Illinois, I believe.
Wait. Or Indiana. Wait. Oh, I knew this.
Okay. Well, no. Brandon will tell us.
It starts with an I.
Iowa.
Mark says, thank you for leaving the S on Superman's chest and not at the end of Reeve. Oh, yeah, of course. That's pretty wild, right? You had George Reeves and Christopher Reeve.
They just remove a letter each time they hire someone.
Yeah. Reeve. Oh, I guess it'd still be Reeve next time. Anyway, based on Tom King's 2022 comic book series Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, the latest live-action Supergirl follows Kara and a young alien girl, Noel, I'm going to say, as they hunt down Noel's father's killer. The film lands in theaters everywhere on June 26th.
Ooh.
I'm excited about it.
I am too. Surprisingly, I wasn't sure I was going to be, but I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the Superman. We spoke about that here.
Yep.
But what I'd seen of Supergirl so far was looking a little more Guardians of the Galaxy. It wasn't looking Supergirl to me. And it still kind of does. Not that Guardians is bad, but I wanted something different. Yep. So, but I've come around. I'm interested now.
I think John's he wants serious cinema. No jokes, no funny.
It's a bit too far, but okay.
He wants them to dial it down. Brendan says, Illinois. There you go. Yeah.
Yay.
I thought it was Illinois. Yeah, I want to go visit there. That seems pretty cool.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Hey, next up in 1980's news, per bloody disgusting, the Satanic Panic fuels a new crowd-funded film.
Neat.
This is really cool. I didn't know what this was going to be. I have so many questions. I'm trying to get a hold of this guy who made this. So many questions. By the mid-1980s, the Satanic Panic, which we've spoken about ad nauseum here, the Gen X guys have talked about it. But if you don't know, was a movement driven by baseless accusations connecting anything interesting, anything remotely interesting to the youth, to occult violence.
Must be satanic. Yeah.
No, I think a little bit. Like I get a little bit every now and I catch myself. Like I sound like or feel like old man shouts at cloud when I see kids or my daughter's friends into something, and I'm like, I can't connect to that. So I'm like, when I was your age, and then I'm like, oh no,
oops.
But I'm not. But I was never tempted to suggest the devil had anything to do with it. I mean, it'd be one thing to denigrate it or suggest I had something better or more interesting. Like I don't like mumble rap. Run DMC was the most articulate, whatever. But not, these guys. Oh, whatever. Anyway.
Therefore, this artist must be Satan incarnate. No, it's just he just can't rap properly. That's all.
Well, by the middle of the decade, it seems like they connected Satan to every aspect of pop culture, or so we thought. So while it was easy to tie heavy metal music to demons, author Phil Phillips found Satan lurking amongst the most innocent of items, toys. And in his first and most well-known book, Turmoil in the Toybox, Phillips claimed God had revealed to him that, quote, Satan is gaining control of the minds of millions of children everywhere. Yeah, and he's using the things they love to do so.
Pretty sneaky.
Now, look, in this book, which, again, we've talked about it. I got a copy of it here somewhere. Where the heck is that? I love that book. It's just so fucking wild. Where did I put my copy of? Oh, here it is.
The Turmoil in the Toybox?
Yeah,
you have that?
Let me grab it. I feel better about this if I have it.
I understand.
Visual aids.
It's next to my autographed copy of John Schneider's Christmas Cars that I will give to anyone who wants it. I also have his biography, too. Actually, it was kind of an interesting read. Anyway, here it is. Turmoil in the Toybox. I want to say Toolbox every time. Turmoil in the Toybox.
I thought you called it a tube box.
Tube? A box of tubes? Yeah. Anyway, so while in this book, some of his concerns are reasonable. Like his ramblings on, on post-He-Man commercialization, which we've also talked about. But others are straight up nuts, like his ramblings on He-Man's satanic influence. For example, the book heavily critiques Prince Adam, the muscle-bound, hero's alter ego. He argues that when Adam, whose namesake, and it hadn't occurred to me until I read it in Phil Phillips' book, is the name of the first man in the Bible. So already we're off to a bad start.
Yes.
But when Adam raises his sword to summon power, he summons it from Grayskull. And by doing so, he's engaging in a blasphemous ritual and attempting to circumvent the true source of divine power. Jesus.
Just talk to the people at the toy manufacturers. We're just making a toy to sell toys. Yeah. It's a cartoon made up to sell toys.
Yes.
Well, I guess they were somehow,
I am possessed by the devil. I shall name him Adam because I've been inspired to do so by Satan.
Yeah, maybe they think they are somehow. Yeah.
Everybody's eyes are just glazed over and white. Yeah.
Right. They're rolled back. It's pure white.
I shall call him Fistor because you know why.
In addition to that, staying on He-Man for a moment, Phillips argued that buying the Castle Grayskull playset was akin to bringing a demonic temple into a child's home.
Oh my God.
Additionally, Skeletor, he suggested, was designed to desensitize children to the imagery of death and make evil look, quote, cool.
Evil is cool.
Yeah, it always is, right? The evil characters in films and stories are always more interesting.
That's right.
And in the end, they got to, be stopped for some reason. But meanwhile, they're charming and, something's attractive about them, yeah.
Bad boy.
He didn't stop at He-Man. There's a number of toys that he targets here.
Okay.
For example, I think we talked about this one. He claimed that the Smurfs represented undead corpses because they have bluish-gray skin.
Because they were blue.
And they live in houses shaped like tombs.
Or mushrooms.
Or mushrooms.
Right, tombs? What?
Every tomb I've ever seen has a stem and a bulb. Of course, yes.
I ate tombs with my Chinese food earlier today.
Delicious. Sauteed tombs.
And of course, their leader, Papa Smurf, was a warlock who used dark magic, which presented a gateway to actual witchcraft for vulnerable children. Anyway.
And Smurfette is a temptress. As the only female representative.
Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
You can ask me a question, Kat. I have the answers in this book. What do you want to know?
You do? So, okay, if the Smurfs are evil, undead, whatever, what's Gargamel? Like, what role is he playing?
He's trying to exorcise the Smurfs by cooking them. Yeah, he's the savior character.
Is he the good guy?
Okay. Yes. Gargamel, let's see. Here we go. The pentagram. Oh, wow. You're off to a fine start here. In one episode, Gargamel, the evil wizard, drew a pentagram on the floor. All right, he's on his shit list as well. He drew a pentagram on the floor and lit candles at each point. He then danced with the pentagram while chanting a spell. As Gargamel finished the spell, a magical book appeared across the room. A spirit left the book and entered Gargamel's body, giving him power to battle the Smurfs. Oh, shit, man.
But the Smurfs are evil. So isn't who's battling the Smurfs? How we can't all be evil?
Yeah, let them fight, as they say in Godzilla.
We need some foil. We need some opposition there, yeah. Like a balance in the universe.
Yeah, this guy needs foil too, Kat. All over his head. Because this is protect him from the x-rays or whatever.
It's almost like they're just making it up.
Yeah. So, look, I don't remember this book in the 1980s. I only learned about it subsequently.
Same.
But it was likely popularized by a video that Phillips made in 1984 opposite Pastor Gary Greenwald. In The Deception of a Generation, the two men sit opposite one another, exchanging absurd theories about our favorite 80s toys. In one instance, Greenwald aces Phillips in the volley of idiocy by explaining how game pieces from the Dungeons & Dragons set scream when set on fire.
What?
If I was willing to spare any of mine, I would test that theory out. But for the most part, the book and the video that helped promote it spent decades since relegated to niche conversations on podcasts in particular about the absurdity of the overreaction to 80s pop culture. That's until about 7 years ago. Then filmmaker Andrew Bowser discovered the sensational special on YouTube. As Bowser explains, he realized the comedic and frightening potential of the piece. Per Bowser, quote, "The special is ludicrous. Their perspective on these toys and cartoons is beyond parody, but I still thought, what if I did parody these men?" End quote. So in April, Bowser began raising money to complete his latest feature film, Turmoil in the Toybox.
You did it.
It wasn't a toolbox.
The effort, he should change it to Toolbox. He'll avoid a lawsuit probably, at least. The effort, which exceeded its goal of $75,000 in just 21 days, is to finance the visual effects, the score, and other important details of the film. More than parody, however, Bowser has brilliantly inserted himself as Phillips, as a fictional Phillips, into the original 1984 footage, allowing him to tweak the narrative and, quote, draw some pretty damning parallels to modern-day conservative fear-mongering, end quote.
Wow.
In Bowser's version, Phillips' worst fears become reality as he's ultimately pursued by the demonic toys he outed and driven to the gates of hell. I've got a clip here to show you here.
Good.
So you can see in this clip, we see a little bit how he accomplished it. And then at the very end, I have he shared some footage from the yet to be finished film. So here is a clip of the actual original show. This is Gary Greenwald, the pastor. And here's the real Phil Phillips.
Okay.
This is actor Andrew Bowser inserting himself via green screen into that footage itself.
Here that we bought in the store.
This is real.
Which
This
is
part's
this
real.
Mumra? Yeah, it is part Mumra. Mumra changes from a mummy that you saw on the screen.
And here's the horrific ending.
She's burning! She's burning! She's burning!
First of all, it's pretty seamless, right? They did a fantastic job editing him into that footage.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're saying that he raised enough money?
Yes, they met their deadline. Now, if you want to contribute, so you can still get access to perks and also see the film when it's finished, you could still give him some money to do so.
Oh, you can only see it when it's finished if you've contributed?
No, ultimately it'll be made available, but you get it early.
It'll be like Spielberg's unseen film.
Yes. Firelight. Give him $5, you can see it. Hey, Spielberg.
I want to see this.
Yeah, ultimately though.
Jonathan Taylor Spielberg specifically.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to see his version.
Double throwback.
So, so just for us. The film will be available eventually, on a wider, will be released. But in the meantime, usually you get to see these things earlier and stuff like that. Like right now, if you're a supporter, you can see the film in its current state. I think it's just over an hour long and has some unfinished footage, but the score's not there, that sort of thing. But yeah, I don't know if it'll be much longer than that. It might very well just be the 63 minutes it currently is. I don't know.
That's probably about right. Now, you guys know how I feel about horror movies in general, although that has changed over time since being part of this podcast. I have watched way more horror movies than I ever had before a couple of years ago. And so I enjoy them here and there, but I really want to see this. And I was tempted to contribute to the cause. Because
From what I've seen, this doesn't look like it's going to be horror. It's clearly a tongue-in-cheek horror. So
which is even better.
You're going to be fine with it. Yeah.
It reminds me a little bit, although not nearly as terrifying, as Late Night with the Devil, which was a show that pretended to be the conceit is that it's a real broadcast, from the 1970s, I think, or 80s.
Okay.
Yeah, it was great.
And it was like a Jerry Springer or Mort Downey Jr. type show. He had on a guest who claimed to be possessed. And so it's what unfolds during this live taping on camera and behind the scenes when they go to commercial break, for example. Well executed.
I remember you guys talking about that. I didn't manage to see it, but all right.
David Desmalchin is the star in it, and he's wonderful. Yeah.
I definitely recommend that as a different kind of offbeat take on horror. Yeah. So it get a little bit of a vibe like that, but they didn't accomplish this. They didn't accomplish that film by editing them into real footage. They had the benefit of starting from scratch. This is fantastic, I think.
It is.
Now, you may note that at the end there, he looks like he's about to be pursued by some version of a Smurf. As they points out on the Kickstarter page there, ultimately, Bowser's version of Phillips will be pursued by a Leather Daddy Smurf. That's who that was. There we saw
Leather Daddy.
Leather Daddy.
Demonic Care Bears, and what he describes as a Luciferian E.T. That looks to be out of a Guillermo del Toro film. And they show sketches of it on the site. You can check it out.
That. I saw the sketch. That was amazing of E.T.
So would those be Don't Care Bears?
Don't give a shit, bears. Yeah. Scare bears. Oh.
There we go.
Yes. Scare bears.
Yes. Second revision, much better.
Writing is rewriting. Jason says, I thought he said, referring to me, I suppose, turmoil in the tuba. That's probably some experience John had in high school. All right, don't put bananas in my tuba. I know. You saw that movie last weekend, and everyone's sticking shit in my tuba. Marcus says, sounds like the guy did a lot of his own research. Do your own research, yes. Yes, we know what that is alluding to. And also, certain group equals fucking nuts. All right, I guess you got to fill in what group. Whatever group you don't like could be that. Brennan says the satanic panic thing was big where I grew up. There were lots of desolate county roads and woods where the damn cults could be hiding. Yeah.
Oh.
Now, of course, I suppose a footnote to this is that a lot of it turned out to be bullshit.
But it turned out to be bullshit after many people's lives were ruined and prosecuted for something that didn't happen.
Yes.
Right.
When we talked about this on Gen X Grown Up, we got a lot of listener email that came back and not that got prosecuted or their lives ruined, but I mean who. Their parents bought into it and threw away their records and threw away their role-playing games and
Wow.
And it's because you believe the media and it was talked about on TV and there was no internet to go and try to do your own research at that point, right?
Yeah.
And so if they're talking about it, that must be real. And so do you do nothing? And so I think if parents didn't recognize it as BS at face value, then they just did what they thought was best based on what they thought they were doing to protect their kids.
And also how influenced were they by their religious views?
Sure,
that played a big factor in which families threw out the toys and which kept the toys.
You were probably fine if your parents were pagan. No problem.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I bought you a whole stack of TSR books at the bookstore.
Finally, it's our time.
Honey, you didn't light the fifth candle in your pentagram. No dessert.
No blood pudding.
Yeah, and easy to fall for these things because you had stuff that seemed believable coming from sources that you otherwise should be able to trust, like psychologists, who said they revealed stuff under hypnotherapy and people that said they were members of satanic cults and they witnessed children being sacrificed that were ultimately debunked, not like John points out, years later. After all the damage is done.
After it's too late.
If you want to support it still, give them some extra money and become a part of it. Go to Turmoil in the Toybox. Don't go to Turmoil in the Tuba. I don't know what that is. What you do want to do is go to turmoilinthetoybox.com. Get you set straight there, all right? All right, here. Hey, otherwise, in 1980s news and as reported by the AP, raise your cholesterol to 250 for America's birthday.
Oh.
Happy birthday, America. Several fast food companies are cooking up semi-quincentennial treats.
Sure.
Burger King recently debuted its firecracker cookie pie, which has a sugar cookie crust and red, white, and blue star-shaped sprinkles. That seems pretty half-assed to me.
And like explodes into your commode.
Into your commode?
Whoa. 2 hours later.
Yeah, exactly.
2 hours later.
I don't see why you call it firecracker.
Got it. I understand.
I got a family of 5 here. Hey, before I can serve you these cookies, how many bathrooms do you have at your house? Okay, then do me a favor. Since you just have the one, pace out your eating by about 10 minutes, all right?
You have to each eat these cookies in 20-minute intervals.
You make it safe. Meanwhile, Sonic is offering a red, white, and blue slush float. I mean, again, this is just, I don't know. Hardee's has an iced star-spangled biscuit with red and blue sprinkles. They're just using food coloring on shit they already otherwise serve.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if this is more or less interesting, going out of their way in a sense, what I'm about to suggest. But I think the best one is this one because there's nothing more American than apple pie. Except for deep fried apple pie. Merca.
That's very American.
And in honor of our country's 250th birthday, McDonald's has brought back its iconic fried dessert for the first time in more than 3 decades.
I read this article. I'm like, wait a minute.
Like, haven't I been
I'm
eating
sure I've had an apple pie in the last decade.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then I continued to read.
Yeah.
And the distinction is fried apple pie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute. You not been frying my apple pie all this time? I feel lied to by McDonald's.
John has something to say, something to complain about.
I'll just pick up the baked ones then and bring them home. Deep fry myself.
I'll show you.
Baked and fried. And then I'll air fry them to get them crispy.
Yes. And get the barbecue going. Honey, is that hot enough yet?
The best ever.
Yeah. I want to come to John's house. You know, after I read that distinction too, John, I was like, well, shit, I want to go out and get a fried one. That's what I've been thinking I've been having.
No wonder I didn't love it as much.
Yeah.
It was 13% healthier. That's bullshit.
Yeah. McDonald's first introduced its fried apple pie in 1968, a year that also saw the introduction of the Big Mac.
Ah.
You know, it had to be some kind of the opposite of a health craze.
Whatever craze. You only live once craze.
A special cheeseburger has only 1,000 calories. What if you put a second burger on it? All right, we got it up to 1,250 now. Put good. Another bun. Another bun? 4 buns? That sounds great. How about just
another slice of cheese would be good.
Okay, we're up to 1,600 calories.
Could we put lard right in the secret sauce?
We're trying to hit 2,000. Throw an apple pie in there. Linton Cochran, a McDonald's franchisee in Tennessee, developed the rectangular delicacy and served it in a cardboard sleeve. Presumably because asbestos had been linked to mesothelioma a few years earlier. By the way,
can't do that.
This AP story that I got information from, it must have been AI assisted because in the same paragraph they point out that in 1968 McDonald's introduced these two foods. It points out that 1968 also included the assassinations of Martin Luther King Jr. and Robert F. Kennedy, protests against the Vietnam War, and the signing of the federal law prohibiting housing discrimination.
Yeah, what was that doing there?
I feel like I'm playing Tri-Bond, like that game where you list things, you have to figure out what they all have to do
right,
with each other. Right.
Maybe it's
they're all bad for someone's health.
They're like, maybe it's like, if people are wondering, like the younger generations, why were you eating this in 1968? This is terrible. Well, let me tell you what else happened.
It was stressful. This was our comfort food.
People would get killed all over the place. If I can't have a fried pie, then what's the damn point?
Well, in 1992, however, I just realized
take the edge off.
Are we going to get a historical lesson about 1992?
Well, yeah, I was just realizing in 1992, the pie went the way of Martin Luther King Jr. and was killed off by McDonald's. Yeah.
Too soon.
It was the same year that the U.S. published its first take on the food pyramid. McDonald's then replaced the fried apple pie with a baked version. Now, first of all, 1992, is that the first you heard of the food pyramid?
No, I feel like I heard about it before then.
Hasn't that been with you your whole life?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
At least in the 81-ish, maybe? Oh. I think I heard about that like in the 5th or 6th grade, maybe?
I thought we had a chart in elementary school on the wall.
Like a poster in the cafeteria, yeah?
Something, yeah.
Or in the nurse's office or something.
Yeah.
No, I did.
And then wait a minute. Deep fryer grease is nowhere on this chart.
hang on. I'm checking again. Hold on. Gotta be. Is this alphabetical? How is this organized? Maybe it's upside down.
Yes.
It turns out grease was the glue that held it together.
Well, I did learn that the first food pyramid was introduced in 1974 in Sweden. So maybe we borrowed theirs until we created ours.
Progressive. Swede forward food pyramid promotion here in the States.
Yes, Swede forward. Anyway, by the way, John, the fried apple pie gets the last laugh because it contains 10 fewer calories than the 210 calorie baked version.
2% milk can suck it.
Now, as anyone listening to this show knows, deep fried in oil, the apple pie is notoriously hot. It usually requires a cautious initial bite to vent the steam from the 150-degree compote that's sealed within the bubbly crust.
Yes.
Right? That's how I eat it. Is that what you guys do? Like, just get a corner off of it? And then
you got to nibble the crispy little corner. Yeah. But don't squeeze it because that'll push the hot air out at you.
Oh, no.
So when I bite it, I'm also exhaling. Mm-hmm. So I bite and through my teeth to make sure that I'm pushing away the hot vapors.
Yeah.
It's a system. And I've been wasting my energy On the damn baked ones, I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I bothering to exhale as I bite the corner
yeah,
anymore?
they're not nearly as hot. Yeah.
Waste of my time and energy.
You know, you say about being cautious when you don't squeeze it, John. So dangerously scalding is this dessert that a 28-year-old British man named Darren Miles sued McDonald's in 1995 after he was burned by, quote, pie squirt.
No.
Yeah. The boiling...
No.
Or pie kake, as it's sometimes known.
Honey, I've been pie-cockeyed. And not in a good way. The boiling filling of an apple pie squirted onto his arm. Oh, his arm, Josh. Miles claimed the burn was like, quote, napalm and caused permanent scarring.
It would, because it will stick to you.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Right?
Yeah.
I was thinking like hot glue, but napalm.
Now I'm just seeing some guys running through the jungle with a bandolier of apple pies, just chucking them at the enemy.
Another weapon.
What you do is you squeeze them to burst it, then throw.
And you've lured them in, like, ooh, look what I got. So they're really close.
Smell. It lures them out of hiding, and then you splash.
So Miles sues, and he winds up settling out of court for this permanent scarring and was awarded £750, about $1,200 in compensation. That seems super low to me.
Yeah.
Wow. What was it again?
What? Pie squirt?
$1,200.
Yeah.
Oh, the money, $1,200, yeah.
12. Yeah, that's very low. Yeah. I was distracted by the comments over.
But this is Britain. It's like they have a little more common sense than us. It's not like, oh, I bit the pie wrong. 10 million.
Yes.
That's a little, that's crazy. Yes. And you're like, okay, you burned your lip a little, $1,000.
Yeah. They may have, you're right. They may have caps that are more reasonable.
Get out of here.
Yes.
Litigious country, that is ours. Mm-hmm. To help celebrate the pie's brief return, McDonald's is installing a 35-foot tall fried apple pie on Route 66 in Joliet, Illinois.
Whoa.
Near their headquarters.
Don't touch it. It's super hot.
The giant...
Made of molten steel.
The giant dessert will stay in place until July 4th, the company said. The damage to your heart, however, lasts forever. Hurry, because you can only burn your tongue on apple-flavored lava pie for a limited time. I'm going to hurry. I think I am going to do it. Like, I get McDonald's with my kid every now and then, because I'm that dad. Especially my wife's out of town. I don't like cooking. I like ordering food. I like going through drive-through. Mm-hmm. So, my daughter knows this too. I'll be like, hey, mom's not going to be home tonight. She's out of town. Oh, you want to have McDonald's?
Yeah. KFC it is, right?
Exactly. Yeah, we just go around the roulette of, What
was the name of the first dessert? It was firecracker cookie pie? Is that what it was?
It was fire.
The one you eat in stages? Is that one?
Yeah, you were warned. Firecracker cookie pie. Yeah, that's right.
First, I thought it sounded like a fun term of endearment for someone. Hey, firecracker cookie pie.
Oh, yeah, that is sweet. Thanks, Kat.
But now I'm thinking it sounds like a dangerous dessert. But really, it's nowhere near as dangerous, but as that humble apple pie.
Who's my little firecracker cookie pie? Oh, it's you.
All right, who ate the cookie second? Come on, get in line over here, kids.
Wipe and move. We got a line.
No time to wipe.
We're just going to leave the bidet on. You hop off, hop on.
It's getting blasted back in, Mom. Turn the bidet down.
It should not lift you off the seat.
Somehow I'm getting fuller.
I just picture Violet from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And now you're like, whatever you do, don't turn it off now.
You gotta ease yourself out slowly.
You slowly lower the pressure. I'm gonna get bidet bends if you do that. The pressure is such that it'll form bubbles, nitrogen bubbles in my butt.
My colon. Oh yeah, you can't go from 100 to 0 psi. Yeah, no, that'd be bad. Marcus says the article was pointing out why we're just giving up phase of the food industry. Why the weird just giving up page? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Retrodoll says, I just went to McDonald's last night and tried the blackberry passion fruit sip. That sounds hoity-toity.
Sounds upscale.
It sounds like a relief for the burn from the pie.
Yeah. It's like at Indian restaurants, they serve that yogurt drink.
It's like a lassi. Yes.
Yeah, lassi, yeah.
As an aside, quickly related to McDonald's, you like the old man shaking his fist at the clouds.
Yeah.
Earlier this week, I decided I was going to McDonald's for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled into the McDonald's and I saw a whole team of kids in the same outfit, like 11 years old, walking into McDonald's. Oh. And I just kept driving. Yeah. I went to the other McDonald's. Yeah. Like
to the other one.
I'm sure they're going to have a good time, but I don't need to be there because none of their parents are here. They're all on the same team. You know each other. You know they're not going to be sitting and, hello, how are you? They're going to be running around, making a mess. Yeah.
Making fart jokes.
Damn kids.
Brandon says those pies have to be vented like a microwave popcorn bag. Yeah, when you open it, you can't have your face near the top of that. Yeah. Yep. Jason says like a xenomorph's blood.
Yep.
The pie juice is an excellent defensive mechanism. Yes. Marcus says John and his ass sprinkler, as if that's a thing.
I think that was the bidet.
Yeah, it might be the bidet.
But I feel like it's like it's almost a callback to John's life or something. I don't know.
John and his ass sprinkler.
And,
well known for that.
John says, John wants paikaki. I got to remember how to say it now. Paikaki, thank you.
Paikaki, yes.
I always something.
Maybe thought
I always thought there was something about him.
Yeah.
Give me the paikaki. All right, let's see. We did all that. All right,
I don't even know what that means. That was funny.
This is a joke at your expense. So,
hey, our independent podcast is brought to you every week by folks just like you. So if you'd like to help us out, please follow us on the podcast platform you're listening to right now. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share an episode on Facebook. All of these actions just take a moment and are 100% free. But if you'd like to chuck in a buck and help us keep publishing the show week after week, please visit us at 1980snow.com/support to find out how you can send us $1 or $2. And thank you so much. It means a lot.
Hey, speaking of dangerous foods, scientists have made King Torte. Scientists have made sourdough bread with yeast from a 5,000-year-old mummy. Look.
This just became 1980s BC now, apparently.
Yeah. I'm going to crowbar this together here. We're going to tie this together here.
I'm looking for it. Yep.
Nobody said it was going to be AD.
Look, I want to take it back. I don't have to go back that far. I just have to go back to 1974.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Right.
After a few explosive years in the Middle East, then President Richard Nixon traveled to Cairo to visit his Egyptian counterpart, Anwar Sadat. There, they signed an agreement that was to renew, sort of restart relationships between the adversarial countries. Buried in that agreement was a clause devoted to culture. While the U.S. would help the Egyptians reconstruct Cairo's Opera House, Egypt would send a King Tut exhibit to the States in time for America's bicentennial celebrations.
We had a special cool book about that.
Yeah, right? I mean, there was so much that came out then.
Yeah.
Nixon hoped Americans would come to associate Egypt with something other than war and oil, and it worked, like big time. From 76 to 79, Treasures of Tutankhamun was visited by 6 million wide-eyed Americans as the exhibit traveled to 6 American cities. And this, this exhibit kicked off a wave of Tutmania, like you're alluding to. So many things. There were, specialty foods that were served throughout the country. Seattle had a Tut-themed cocktail at the Space Needle. Shops opened up to sell Tut tchotchkes. Department stores offered Egyptian-themed housewares. National Geographic featured that iconic gold mask on its March 1977 cover.
Yes.
Yep.
And even comedian Steve Martin released his tribute to the Egyptian royal in 1970.
Change the vowel in there, depending on
King
how we're saying it.
Was taken.
I kind of want it to be King Toot.
Yeah, I think that was taken already by someone who had the firecracker cookie pie. All right, you win. Once again, Dad wins.
I am King Toot.
You may toot, but you are only knave toot.
Yes.
Surf toot, if you will. I am King Toot.
Of course, continuing. Of course, this fervor carried into the 1980s as America's continued fascination with Egypt crept further into pop culture, with mummies appearing in films, pop stars teaching us how to dance like Egyptians.
Yes.
Or walk like them, I suppose. And several confections inspired by Egyptian culture lined corner stores. Do you remember Pyramid? It was this pyramid-shaped chocolate thing. No, okay, never mind.
No. I remember Pyraminx, which was the successor to the Rubik's Cube that was a pyramid-shaped puzzle.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. 80s connection. Nailed it.
I remember the food pyramid.
Yes, the food pyramid. That's right.
That may or may not have been an
grease holding it all together.
Yeah.
I remember. It was toot grease holding the whole thing in place.
Well, in 1991, 70 years after Howard Carter discovered King Tut's tomb, hikers exploring the Tyrolean Alps between Italy and Austria discovered the mummified remains of a 5,300-year-old man nicknamed Otzi the Iceman.
Is that the official pronunciation?
Yeah, it's not Otzi. It's like,
I think so.
You kind of swallow the
so.
O, like Otzi.
Yeah, I've watched a documentary about it. It's fascinating. Yeah. Really cool. Yeah. So well presented. And they learned so much just because like his clothing was intact and the things in his pockets, and it was crazy. Yeah.
Well, yeah, John, they've learned a lot of things in the decades since.
Yes, they have.
They noted, for example, these future Tinder red flags. Iceman was going bald, had numerous tattoos, and was infected with a cancer-causing strain of HPV. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Well, now researchers say they have successfully made sourdough bread using yeast found on Otzi's body.
Wow.
According to Mohammed Sarhan, a microbiologist with the Institute for Mummy Studies, I want to work for that. That sounds like a cool place. The researchers consulted with experts from the food sector in the process.
Who's eating that bread?
Yeah.
Who's eating that sourdough?
Whose stupid idea on a dare was this?
Yeah.
They're sitting around going, you know what I wonder?
I'm thinking it too, I think. Yeah.
So, I mean, stay with me.
Okay.
Just hear me out.
You might be. All right.
That's yeast, right?
Yes.
What if?
Right.
Don't shut me down here. Hear me out. What if we ate it?
I am so there with you. Yes. Can I tell you something?
Please.
I tried it already.
Oh my God. Baked or deep fried? Which direction did you go?
And then 20 minutes later, Dave tried it as well. Pacing it out.
Oh.
Well, past studies had identified some of the microorganisms living in Otzi's mouth and intestines. But researchers wanted to get
Let's eat it.
Researchers wanted to get a more comprehensive picture of the famous mummy's microbiome, and they wanted to know whether any of the microbes were still active and potentially damaging the remains. With permission from the museum's leaders, the researchers defrosted the remains in April of 2019. They kept the Iceman at 39 degrees Fahrenheit for 5 hours until the layer of ice covering his entire body had melted.
It's like you prep any meal. Defrost, then tenderize. That's next. Beat the shit out of him. Sure. Okay.
Yeah, and you can't rush it. Do you ever forget to take the chicken out of the freezer and then you're holding it under the faucet?
Oh,
come on.
Doesn't work.
Oh, you bastard. I need those microbiomes.
I feel like there were probably way other cooler scientific methods of figuring out if these things were alive, short of making bread.
I wonder if they can use it to make pie crust. They could do a deal with McDonald's. They could really up the popularity of the pies.
It's called the deep fried toot pie.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Firecracker cookie yeast pie.
Yeah, you remind me, John. It's a Vice article where they say that researchers revived the yeast in lab conditions and could, quote, think of no better way to test its viability than making a loaf of sourdough. Quote. So they collected some of the ice chunks from the surface of his body, as well as the thawed water from both inside and outside the remains. They swabbed.
I made a drink of that to go with the sourdough.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Oh, the ice in the water is delicious.
And when you have them together, that's the real compliments.
Oh my goodness!
If you just had the one, no.
Give me a slice of his thigh. We're going to put that on we're going to make a sandwich out of his hip meat. What are we doing?
They swabbed the outside of the body and collected samples from some of the exposed internal areas of the remains. One of the most... Now, I was like, what the fuck? Now, okay. But I think I understand what they were doing, but I don't think it began from this place. I think they found this out after they were being freaks. One of the most surprising discoveries was the presence of 4 cold-adapted yeast strains derived from the glacier environment where the remains were buried. The findings suggest that the yeasts have remained metabolically active for over the years, even under frigid conditions.
Whoa.
So now, so they're thinking this may have some practical applications, such as producing bread, beer, or other fermented products, but be able to do so using less energy.
The beer. Oitzi Crystal.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, yet as Vice once again sums it up, quote, the simple fact remains that these people scooped off some gunk from a guy who'd been dead for over 5,000 years and made lunch with it. End quote.
Well, that's the way they made bread, back in the 3200 BCs. They took a swab from between their toes.
Yeah.
Right. Got yeast anywhere?
The only way.
Yeah.
Right? Just a little flour and sugar and water and, sourdough. That's what makes it sour, in fact. Little known fact.
Yeah. Ted says, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could. They didn't stop to think if they should.
They should.
Don't do it, Jeff Goldblum.
It's not yeast frozen in amber.
Yeah, no.
It's just mold.
Brendan says, if that bread shows up in a specialty store, it damn well better have a label on it saying baked with mummy yeast. Lack of that info could lead to an ass beating. Yeah, or something with your ass is going to happen if you eat it, but you didn't know. Yeah. You'll get your ass beat. Oh, yeah, there you go. All right, let's see. What else we got here? I know we got one more thing here.
So how was that crowbarred in, actually?
Well, I connected it to our interest in mummies generally. And also it was discovered shortly after that period in 1991.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Close to our,
All right, I'll allow it. Yeah.
I told you, Kat, 1980 BC. Something.
Yes.
Now, you know what?
We don't work so hard.
The other angle I almost took to connect it to the 1980s was it turns out that the word foodie was coined in the 1980s. I think it was satirical at first, but it obviously became this whole sort of niche of, or at least the way we refer to people who are really want to be interested in unique foods and
highbrow about their pies.
Having a mummy
McDonald's.
yeast bread could be a very foodie. You can see that being a thing like Karen would have after having a raspberry blast or whatever with some of her mummy whatever. All right, whatever.
It's like the coffee beans that are pooped out by some creature, right? Like that.
A donkey or something ate it. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's a whole sandwich, right? We could slice up the Smurf houses. we could put that on the artisanal mummy dough. Squirrel apple pie lava onto it.
Yep. Absolutely right.
It's tapas.
All right. Hey, finally in 1980s news, let's do a quick round of Who the is this for? Game show music to be playing in the background, I think. This is not a game. This is not a game. This is just one of those things where I wish I could have it. I covet it. But I don't know who's snatching up these things except the 1% of the 1%. I don't think they deserve it. A lightsaber with Luke Skywalker's severed hand from The Empire Strikes Back is expected to sell for 7 figures in an upcoming auction of valuables from movies, music, and other corners of pop culture. The Hollywood and Entertainment Signature Auction presented by Heritage Auctions will be held July 13th through the 17th if you've got any money saved up. It also includes hoverboards from Back to the Future 2 and a pair of Rocky's boxing boots.
Oh.
The lightsaber used on screen by Mark Hamill in the climactic Cloud City fight in the 1980 Star Wars sequel, where Darth Vader declares,
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough! He told me you killed him!
No, I am your father.
No! That's impossible!
And scene.
It'd be super whiny.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you say there was Rocky boots in there?
Yeah, Rocky's boxing boots. I got a picture I can show you here.
Rocky boots?
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think there's any active material?
Hang on. What do you? Well, I think we're going to the same place. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm thinking of Stallone loaf.
Okay.
Is what I'm thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
We could make the rolls for the Philly cheesesteaks.
How about I got the Italian scallion roll. Oh, there we go. Right.
Slido, we call it. Yeah. Yeah.
Slido.
It's from that scene, and it includes a severed hand effects rig. It's never been up for auction before, and its bidding opens at $1 million. Here, I'll show you a picture of it here.
My favorite part of this.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. But I love knowing that Mark Hamill had a hand ejection lever under his sleeve so he could actually pop off the hand when it was time. Yeah. He was the guy doing it.
That is cool.
Yes.
You know, I love the fact that like, oh, I have this little machine. I can click it and it'll throw this hand away.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool too. And you know, I got to tell you, this always bugs me. We have these little pet peeves, right? In movies, you know, because especially when a movie's really good, it's easy to pick on the little things and you focus on these. Mm-hmm. Whenever they feature in a movie or TV show someone has a missing hand or appendage that doesn't in real life, they do a really terrible job of hiding it, including the fact that they don't somehow prevent them from bending their actual wrist. So I think in this scene, you even see, you know, that little sort of hump created by, as Mark Hamill's holding that device we see there.
Right.
You can see him kind of bend it when he grabs, like, I don't understand why they don't have like a full elbow to fingertips.
Mm-hmm. Like an unnecessary prosthetic.
Yes.
Like I don't need this to do anything. I need it to stop you from bending the way you would naturally. Yeah, of course.
I think that would be enough.
I agree.
Something
of
like
course.
a splint.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, but yeah, this is pretty cool. It certainly looks lifelike.
Except Lieutenant Dan. They did a great job there.
Oh, yeah.
Except what? What'd you say?
Lieutenant Dan.
When they removed his legs, that was
a shrimp and boat.
Whole other technology they used with computers.
Yeah.
But yeah, this looks fantastic. I mean, it looks very lifelike. I am surprised to see that the lightsaber is, I wonder if it's attached. I suppose it is attached, so it didn't fall out of the hand. But, you know, it's $1 million is a ridiculous price. But you're getting a twofer here in a sense. You know, this hand that comes apart as if it's been severed, and a lightsaber. So that's pretty dang cool.
And a wrist with a clamp on it.
Yeah, and a wrist with a clamp on. So the three
It's a
things.
threefer.
Yeah,
sure.
It's like, it reminds me of those little, that game where you'd press on the back of the bug and it would jump the little jumping ants or whatever. Like, boing, like you squeeze this little thing
those
together.
cooties?
Yeah. Maybe it was cooties.
Are they, maybe. I don't know.
So if you squeeze the little ends together, it's just going to fly away.
Yeah.
Boing.
And here is the, let's see, here's the Rocky boots that they have, which I think actually look pretty cool. They've got the Nike swoosh on them and the tassels.
Oh, yeah.
See Rocky on the back of them.
Hey, Rock.
Let's see. That one, for this one, the bidding begins at a measly $100,000. So this
that's it.
Bargain.
Wow.
What size are they?
Yeah.
It's going to matter for me.
Can we put a price on the yeast, though? I mean, really, can we?
You really can't. You're going to make it all back in bread.
You know, if you could do that, you're right. You could now. Okay, now I'm thinking about the lawsuits. I mean, is Stallone coming for you? Hey, I didn't authorize anybody to use my DNA or to make bread.
How can you prove it's not stuntman yeast?
Yes, there you go. Right.
Is that screen used yeast?
Yeah. There's other items up for bid also, including Paul Newman's hockey jersey from Slapshot and the inflatable Otto the Autopilot from Airplane.
Oh, for Airplane.
Yeah.
I need to know how much that's starting at. Otto the Autopilot.
Now,
Otto the Autopilot?
I'm wondering if you have to inflate him the way that Julie Haggerty does, though. Cat. And can we have footage of that? Because now finally we'll get some viewers on YouTube. I'm willing to go there if you are, because I just got to post it. Karen says the song is "Walk Like an Egyptian, Not Eat Like One." Yeah, thanks.
Nice.
Nice. Hey, yeah, look, I'm not affording any of this stuff, and whatever, it's fine. Honestly, if the bidding at it was like low, or if someone said, "Here, you can have this," I mean, that'd be awesome. I'd definitely.
That'd be great.
Sure.
Have it, but
run around the house shooting a hand at people. Gotcha.
Oh my gosh, that would be such a prank. Hey, you want to play lightsaber battle? Why do you have a lightsaber?
Why do you not?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, go get your lightsaber.
Your hand looks all kinds of shitty, man, dude.
Why is your arm all bent in the wrong place?
Why do you got two wrists? I'm double jointed. That's what that means. I don't think that's what double jointed means. Having two wrists.
Looks more like you've been in an automobile accident.
Yes, I have. Let's fight. Come on. Before I go to the urgent care. All right. Hey, that was the show. I run out of steam. I'm sure. I ran out of steam 3 stories ago.
Oh, no. Wait, what was that? Steam releasing steam?
Yeah. Dropping steam.
Dropping steam.
Dropping steam.
I dropped my steam 3 episodes ago after we talked about the pie. 3 stories ago.
Oh, he's truly the king of toot.
Yes. King toot.
All the steam that we dropped today was brought to you thanks in part to our early adopters.
To our former adopters.
They're fleeing now.
Karen Flieger and Rick Parker.
Karen Flieger. Karen Flieger.
Karen Flieger's fleeing.
Karen Flieger.
There we go.
Sure.
And thank you especially to our King Tutankhamun level Patreon supporters.
King Toot.
Or Oitzy, what's his name? Level supporters.
Oitzy.
Brandon Greer, Marcus Taylor, Vincent Ferrari, and John Henderson.
Oh, Wild Thing says, I'm about to steam. You're about to drop some steam? Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the
Steamed
heads up there,
hams?
Wild Thing.
How many people live in your house there, Wild Thing? How many bathrooms do you have? Okay, whatever. Hey, make it real gross before we ask for people's support. Hey, tell you what, this is what will happen.
Speaking of the toilet.
If you participate in this show in any way, including joining us on a live like folks are now right now, like Wild Thing just told us live here that they're about to drop some steam. You could tell us to stop, stop, clean it up, maybe move to 4th grade humor instead of 3rd grade. Maybe they'll suggest, I don't know, a way of automatically, on TikTok, they have a way of automatically muting or bleeping out curses on lives. Maybe we could have that for Cat's puns.
It would just be dead air for an hour and a half.
Okay. Hey, look, if you come into a live, maybe that's the kind of suggestions you can make, and we'll hear.
We're not getting any audio. Oh, turn off the filter.
Yeah. Exactly. Either way.
You're making it sound like I'm the only one who tries to be funny.
Cat. John and I are historians of the 1980s. Like a documentary. We're trying to do a documentary over here. But hey, if you want even more sway with how we do the show and maybe how high or lowbrow it is, so go over to patreon.com/1980s now and give us $1 or $2. It doesn't take much for us to listen to your suggestions. Hey, it was fun chatting with you guys, and we will talk to you again next time on 1980s Now.
Please don't fire me.
I didn't say fire you.
No, I mean the people who want us to get more eyeballs.
No one wants to fire you. No one wants to censor out your puns.
Until next time.
Turn it off, I'm getting slower.